Hey friends, it's Jacqueline at Pixie Dust PhD. My partner Adam and I are staying at a hotel off Disney property for one night, so we'll go ahead and give you a tour. This is the Hilton Garden Inn Lake Buena Vista. It's off Marabella Palm. As some of you may know, even though we are Disney Vacation Club members, we still definitely do stay off-site. It can be very cost-effective, and particularly for arrival or departure days, I think it makes a lot of sense. In this case, we booked a one king room for about $150 after tax. For this trip in particular, we did it more on short notice, at least in terms of Disney Vacation Club, so there wasn't great availability, and this just made sense for us. One thing I enjoy about Hilton's is you're often allowed to pick your own room upon online check-in. So I picked this room. It's 724, it's on the top floor, and it's essentially a top corner. It's not quite the full corner, but the pool is down here. So that is what this looks like. When you enter the room, your closet here is on the left, and it has these long, full-length mirror doors, which is super helpful and very nice. So you've got some long hanging space here on the left. I've got my outfit for tomorrow up, and then this is just my toiletry hanger. And it does also have your standard ironing board and iron. And there's a shelf up here. And then if we go ahead and look at the other side of this closet, you have much more hanging space. It's just a little bit lower. So like long dress isn't gonna fit here, but pants, shorter dresses, skirts, shorts, t-shirts, sweaters, all that kind of stuff will be fine. Your luggage rack is in here, as well as your safe, which actually for a hotel safe, it's decently big. And then again, you've got this shelf up top. Turning around then, instead of looking left from your entrance, when you look to the right, there's this door. This is your entrance into your bathroom. It's a pretty standard bathroom. You have an okay amount of counter space. It's definitely good enough for 2 adults. 4 people might be a tight squeeze. And it comes with hand soap, as well as shampoo, conditioner, liquid bath gel, and body lotion. You do have these really nice lights in the mirror, but there is no makeup mirror on either of these walls. Your hair dryer's on the counter. This is just our toiletries. And then pretty standard toilet, and we have a walk-in shower here. So there is no tub in this room, at least. They may have tubs in other rooms that I am unaware of. Moving back out to the main space, sort of across from the bathroom, you have your little teeny tiny, I don't even know if it counts as a kitchenette, but your breakfast nook space. So you do get a microwave. Here's your Keurig. These are just Adam's toiletries. Ice bucket, some cups, sugar, all those kinds of necessaries for coffee or tea. And then down in this cabinet, you have your mini fridge. And it is a little bit of an oversized mini fridge. It's more like the Disney Vacation Club ones than the super tiny ones, which is awesome. So that's basically your entry area. You have your door, your closet, your kitchenette, and your bathroom. And then moving into the main part, I will say it's very dimly lit. There is no overhead lighting, and there are several lamps, but they're just not that powerful. Sort of to the left, you have this area, which would be great for storing your luggage. You can see that's what we've done here, as well as my shoes. And then this way you have, in our case, a king bed. Adam's just lounging. Each person gets their own reading light and their own little side table. My side has the clock, but even with the clock, we have one other plug and 2 USB plugs, which is great. There's just empty space under the side table, so you could also store luggage here. And additionally, on my side, I have these 2 outlets on the wall. Here also is your air conditioning control, so it is a little old looking, but it works perfectly well. Got some nice artwork above the bed. And then directly across from the bed, of course, is your TV. Below that is just some nice storage space. So a little shelf space below. It's exactly the same on the right side. And here is your desk/working area. This chair is actually pretty comfortable. And this is one of the brighter lights that is provided. There's a lot of outlets here, which is awesome. So you have outlet, 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 and then 2 USB plugs. So lots of charging capabilities here. Here's your AC unit, which I turned off just for the video. And then your window. It's currently night when I'm filming this, so I'll try to show you some footage from the day. We have a little peek at the pool, and then way down the way actually is Epcot, and I think you can actually see some of the Harmonious fireworks from here, which is fun. These curtains are really just decorative. They don't go past this. You can't put them like over the AC unit, so you do have 2 sets of blinds here though. One in the back is more sheer and the one in the front is pretty thick. So this is going to be your light blocking situation. And then you have this cute small side table, a very fun oversized chair, as well as this lamp. And then just for completion, this is Adam's side, the other side table from the bed. Instead of the clock, here is the phone, but you get, you know, both of your plugs, both of your USBs. And again, there's nothing below. You can just store your things. This is classified as a Disney Good Neighbor hotel, so there are some things they have to provide as part of that, and one of them is a shuttle. The shuttle schedule, of course, is subjected to changing, but this is what we were given. So you can see that the shuttle only departs the hotel for Universal Studios, SeaWorld, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. And then it only departs theme parks from Hollywood Studios, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and Epcot. So it's not your full suite of transportation. Like, we're going to Epcot tomorrow morning, so if we wanted to use the free transport, I suppose we would go to Magic Kingdom on the 9:15 a.m. shuttle. And I assume that's actually the TTC and not Magic Kingdom proper. So then we could get on the monorail over to Epcot. But obviously it's not the most convenient. So if you are going to stay here and you're going to be doing a lot of parks, you may want to plan in your budget for either a rental car or quite a lot of ride shares. Particularly for the way back, you can see that return shuttles depart theme parks starting at 4 p.m. I'm not sure if there are any more than that, but you know, if you wanted to be at Hollywood Studios at night, if you wanted to get back on the shuttle, you'd have to get over to Epcot by 10 p.m. or you're probably not getting back on the shuttle. So even though they do have the complimentary transportation, it's definitely not particularly thorough, and that's something to keep in mind if you're looking at booking this hotel. So this is the view outside our window. We're room 724. It's very hard to see on my cell phone, but with my actual eyes, you can see the Tower of Terror and Swan and Dolphin back there. And there's the Disney Springs balloon. Just a bunch of other hotels, I think. Zooming in a bit, maybe now you can tell that's Tower of Terror, and over to the right, you've got Swan and Dolphin. And then, yeah, Disney Springs. And then down and to the left is the hotel pool. We didn't notice any noise from it last night or this morning. And the bed was quite comfortable. We both slept very well. Shower pressure is good and water temperature is good. So yeah, it's a comfortable room for what you're paying. All of the staff we've interacted with have been very nice. Otto down at the bar was awesome. So it's, you know, it's a Hilton Garden Inn. It's nothing crazy special. It's not a super cool lounge or anything like that, but it definitely serves its purpose. If you have any questions about our stay or this hotel in general, feel free to leave those down in the comments below and I'll definitely get back to you with as best of an answer as I can give. We were only here for one night, so admittedly, I do not know all of the facts about everything about this hotel. But it's been clean, comfortable, and quiet, and if you're not relying on those shuttle transports, I think it's a really good option. Depending on the price of this hotel per night compared to those on-property prices, it may just make more sense for you to stay here. Thanks so much to everyone who has left a like on the video and subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate your support. Once you are subscribed, remember that you can ring that bell icon to receive notification whenever I upload new videos. I hope the rest of your day is super magical, and we'll see you real soon at Pixie Dust PhD.